So here's some quite cool information for all of you men. The CEO of BlackRock, precise Larry Fink. The guy's been busy as of recently, and he has had a whole lot of various things to say, and nicely. We are going to be going over a great deal, all of that during modern day video, which I'm honestly excited to convey to you guys due to the fact he's been shopping for now, not simply Bitcoin, however, some other cryptocurrencies that you may have heard about, and he has plans to do plenty more. Within the very close to destiny based totally off of what he is announcing, and I got to say, the ripple effect pun supposed across the crypto market is going to be quite crazy. So if you hold any HBAR or any XRP, I can promise you men, you'll want to live until the very end of latest video due to the fact there is a few pretty remarkable stuff for us to move over in present day video. So I first wanted to start through playing this clip from a current interview that Larry Fink went on. And of course, he was just speaking about inventory market, the crypto marketplace, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and then we're going to get into some other stuff that he has been doing with other cryptocurrencies as nicely right after. But this is a definitely vital creation. So listen up, men. Look, I'm very bullish on the long-time viability of Bitcoin. I become going to mention, did that surprise you? That surprised me how an awful lot has gone up. I implied, take a look at it. We're creating now a marketplace that has greater liquidity, greater transparency. And I'm pleasantly amazed, and I would never have anticipated it earlier than we filed it, that we have been going to pay this kind of retail call for. So you idea, you do good, however, not this correct. I concept sure. Well, if it is your ETF over at iShares, it's about to overhaul Grayscale, which became within the commercial enterprise without a doubt loads longer. You observe the profits considering that January 11th, when have you ever seen this lots inflow this quick into? iBit is the fastest growing ETF in the records of ETFs. His ETF, BlackRock's ETF, or even Grayscale's ETF had been the quickest growing ETFs within the history of ETFs and still are. Way quicker than any gold ETF, way quicker than any other ETF, period. It is actually out of the ordinary how a whole lot of liquidity they've delivered into the markets, and what I'm here to tell you, men, is they may be about to herald lots more very quickly. Now, what I may even point out is it's no longer always rainbows and sunshine with BlackRock. They have inflows in which they are shopping for Bitcoin, after which they have got outflows where they may be promoting Bitcoin, and I need to show you guys this real short here because it's miles a super depiction of precisely what has befell more these days of Root in December. You can see they have offered more or less almost $200 million greenbacks well worth of Bitcoin, or sorry, $200 million Bitcoin in this period of time proper right here. So with that being stated, plenty of income now, obviously the month before in November, lots of inflows, and this is going to be the natural ebb and glide of things. I did factor in the direction of the reality that December is normally a quite strong correction month. We're rising on the tail stop of that, and January is once again a bull territory, in particular with Trump's inauguration. And so that is what we need to prepare for subsequent. But this is not all about Bitcoin. What we can also see is BlackRock's Ethereum ETF has bought $3.5 billion with a B, billion dollars of Ethereum. Now, you could study this proper right here. This is a Coinbase wallet of Path in which they're conserving custody of their Ethereum. They're doing this additionally with Coinbase for his or her Bitcoin ETF as well, and you can see just all of these in transactions and a lot of these wallets and how much they may be conserving its miles. Surely actually absurd just how a whole lot they're buying. And in case you men assume Ethereum ETF is the give up of it nicely, I have news for you. It most truly is not. XRP ETFs, HBAR ETFs, the ones are coming. It's best just a matter of time. In Larry Fink's own phrases, the tokenization of actual global assets begins with ETFs, and this man is making money hand over fist proper now with this. $3.5 billion of ETH is absurd. Do you men even recognize the marketplace cap? I imply this man's in like multiple months is beginning to eat up probabilities of the entire marketplace cap of Ethereum simply through the ETF by myself. Just through the purchases, that is unbelievably thoughts-blowing. And that is only going to retain to head up the extra liquidity comes in, and liquidity is getting ready to or available right now. And we're going to get into that in just a 2D. Before we do this, I want to mention Fire Token. My task has been killing it. We've raised 105 BNB inside the first few days of this pre-sale release, men. And we just made the declaration that we are additionally going to make XRP and HBAR rewards claimable. The cause why that is so massive is we are mining Bitcoin, we're converting that over to XRP and HBAR for you guys to get between 15 to 25% API. So in summary, what we're doing is we are basically grabbing cash from the Bitcoin pool, bringing that over to XRP and supplying you with men that in XRP. And there's no passive earnings possibility inside XRP or HBAR that is anywhere near this degree. The APUR incomes right here is truly extra special and proper now as your most effective hazard to get in this pre-sale. On the token charge that it's promoting at proper now at 3.8 cents, we have the lowest strength cost, a number of the lowest energy costs inside the international on the subject of the Bitcoin mining, high APIs and coffee token fee, handiest available all through pre-sale. So make sure you get in. All of your contributions will pass closer to providing you with Guys Fire tokens, which you can then stake and convert that over to XRP and HBAR to earn yourself a few pretty fat juicy rewards. Now, with that being said, got to communicate a touch bit more approximately BlackRock and these ETFs due to the fact things are becoming loopy and they're about to warmth up astronomically. We can see BlackRock and Fidelity spot Ethereum ETFs offered a complete of 101,390,000 Ethereum men, worth over $342 million simply this week on my own. So what we're seeing right here is the quantity of ETF transactions which can be now going into Ethereum is mounting, climbing exponentially, and sure, the quantity of extent isn't always quite at the extent of the Bitcoin ETFs. However, it's far beginning to encroach on that territory due to simply how a lot extra establishments and retail are becoming worried in those ETFs. This is honestly extraordinary. We're seeing the boomers, the biggest asset holders out of another generation coming in, hand over fisting the cryptocurrency. And I'm projecting that that is in reality simply starting. This is just like the dot-com bubble all yet again. Okay, so I mean, let's accept it. Ethereum is nothing in comparison to XRP. XRP is so much higher. But yeah, human beings are starting to trap on. There's other cryptos obtainable out of doors of Bitcoin. And men, you could wager your backside dollar all of this sizable extent that is coming into Ethereum proper now. It is going to trickle down. January is going to be an insane month. Now, speaking of Ripple and XRP specifically, these days in an interview, the Ripple's head of payments become envisioning and speaking about a 300 trillion cross-border waft and XRP being the only to handle it. Now, in the event that XRP is certainly dealing with this stage of transactions, 300 trillion, it positioned XRP's fee at 5. 769, assuming this is on the public ledger and no longer the non-public ledger, and that is all on XRP and no longer RLUSD or RL Euro or any of the opposite solid cash in order to be created. Nonetheless, if any of those are taking place on the XRP ledger, it will be massive for XRP. I don't believe it'll be $5,769 in keeping with XRP by means of 2030, but I do think we are going to see a few massive price appreciation, and I don't think a $100 XRP is out of the playing cards right here. I imply that'll place us at a truly excessive market cap. Don't get me wrong, however, you realize it's a foreign money on the give up of the day. So it does not, without a doubt, evaluate an excessive amount of, to like stocks, for example. I suggest XRP can clearly hit multi-trillions in marketplace cap. Just study Bitcoin. XRP is higher technologically than Bitcoin in each unmarried manner possible. Speaking of that, we additionally have the IMF, an interview with Brad Garlinghouse, which I desired to highlight. The motive why I wanted to highlight this very famous video here is because this has changed extensively due to the fact that now what we're starting to see is a path, a lot more criminal clarity. You recognize XRP being deemed now not a security. Brad Garlinghouse and the head of the IMF had been to sit down again and do this meeting once more. The answer would be very distinct. Their solution could be sure 100%, and if it's now not going to be RLUSD, then it's going to be XRP or HBAR. And then we're going to transact with that as it makes a lot extra feel than using the fiat greenback system. And I would say, round of applause, sure, you're 100% correct. Guys, in case you've been to the stop of this video, you are an absolute legend. Shout out to all you guys. Once more, a reminder, if you have not yet, get in on that FIRE token pre-sale. The token price must be going up anywhere from 10 to 20% on launch. You get a 15 to 25% AP. Big rewards, men. You cannot find this